Okay, here we go. We're going to look at some files right out of the A99 Mark II. This is from a basketball game that I shot over the weekend. These are JPEGs straight out of the camera. I really haven't looked at them too much yet. I thought I would just breeze through them with you here real quick, and let's see how they turned out. I did look at a couple of them earlier. Might have edited and shared one or two, but I have not gone through them all, so I'm going to do that kind of quickly here, but let's take a look and see what we got. We're basically just going to see, I'm going to put the information on here. We can see what we're shooting at. I was shooting most of the day anywhere between ISO 4000 and 6400, somewhere in that territory. Shutter speeds between 1 to 500 and 1 to 800 typically. The two lenses I used were the 24 to 70 Zeiss Mark II and the 70 to 200 G2 lens. And for autofocus, I was either on, most of the time I was on the expandable flexible spot, or for a little while I tried out the wide mode, where it just you know, kind of reacts very quickly and picks a subject typically closest to the camera. So well, like I said, let's check out some images here and see what we got. This is the Sony A99 Mark II. Alright, that looks pretty sharp. I'm just going to cruise through. Reject any bad ones. That still looks good. That's out of focus. That's soft. That one's okay. Okay. So here we're shooting at ISO 3200. That looks pretty good. That's nice and sharp. 800 800ths of a second. 3200. I mean, that's a pretty clean image. That's JPEG straight out of the camera. You know, we could probably clean that up, make it look pretty good. That's a little soft. Alright, I mean, I would say, you know, these are looking pretty good here early on. Again, ISO 3200. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I guess this is a good shot. Looks alright. Yeah, that whole sequence there I think looked pretty good. Here we go, standing right in front of me. This is at 70 millimeters on the 24 to 70, ISO 4000. Not bad. Not bad at all. That one's a little soft. Sequence here, that one's out of focus. Out, 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 out. So I don't know if that was my screw up there or what, but that wasn't a great sequence of shooting. Here we go. Driving to the basket, that looks pretty good. Got hacked there. There's a good playoff foul. Out of focus, out of focus. Okay, not bad. There's a pretty good shot. We're at ISO 5000 now. Not bad. Shooting at 1/800th of a second. That's probably a little higher than I need to be, but what are you going to do? Okay, these all look pretty good. Still in that 24 to 70 lens. Totally out of focus. Still soft, soft. Alright, not a good sequence here. Hope I'm not going too fast, but I got a bunch of pictures to go through, and like I said, I just want to give us a idea of what we're getting straight out of the camera here. Yeah. 4,000, 1/800th. I mean, that looks pretty good. Yeah, these are nice. It's not bad. It's nice and sharp. Yeah, I mean we're getting a lot of good ones here. Here we're shooting at ISO 6400 and at 800ths of a second f2.8 on the 24 to 70. And you know, I would say it looks pretty darn good for ISO 6400. This is certainly a big improvement from the original A99 and definitely the A77 Mark II. Of course, two totally different cameras, but this noise at relatively high ISO levels, you know, I think really looks pretty good. Good block. Hanging out at ISO 5000. Kind of firing away here, nothing terribly exciting. It could be an okay shot there. Yeah, that's alright. Of course, with 42 megapixels, it's going to give us a good bit of leeway to crop in here. Just kind of rough it in. Still at 3100 by 4700 pixels. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to fast forward ahead here. I'm going to see if I can find some that I was using the 70 to 200 on. Here we go. So this is the 70 to 200 G2 lens. Still riding 1/800th of a second, ISO 5000. That looks pretty good. That looks good. Yeah, these are all good. So, you know, I'd say by and large we're getting a pretty good keeper rate here. That's pretty good. I like a little tighter shot I'm getting with the 7200, obviously. This is actually just at 100 millimeters. That's a good, nice, crisp shot. ISO 6400, and I like it. Definitely an improvement. I'd like to compare this against the images from the A7R II. Can't do that right this second, but I would be hard pressed to say that the A7R II had better noise control than this. Even with the SLT mirror and the A99, I think the extra processing power and they have in there seems to be working. Pretty good shot. ISO 6400. Got these guys up in the air right on the backboard. That looks good. Need to level it out a little bit. But like I said, we got lots of room to play with. Looks good. Okay, well, I'm not going to belabor the point here. That's just a first look at some images of a basketball game in a gym. Not particularly awesomely lit. So I'm really pleased with these files from what I see here. All right, thanks. I'll be back. I got lots of other stuff to show you. Thanks. See ya.